I have been remiss in all of my duties. I have been so busy. I have customer stuff here at the house that hasn't had anything really done with it. I got stuff that was supposed to get shipped out. I got giveaways I was supposed to do. It's been a weird couple weeks. But as soon as a couple of you guys get here, I'll get in talking to about why it's been so weird. So, well, I mean, I can do it now, but yeah, it's been weird. So I figured it was you, Jeremy. It's been weird. It's been a weird couple weeks. Haven't gotten a lot of videos shot. Haven't gotten a lot of stuff done because I've been driving. What's up, Kurt? I've been driving about 400 miles a week round trip just for my daughter's physical therapy. So to put that in perspective, 400 miles a week extra here in San Diego, in Southern California. So we're talking an extra, we're putting 4 hours a day of driving for my daughter's physical therapy twice a week. I'm losing an entire 8 hours just for physical therapy. What's up, Kyle? So we have to drive my daughter. It's just about 100 miles one way to her physical therapy. So guys, if there hasn't been content and stuff, the days that I'm taking my daughter skating or to physical therapy are the days that I shoot videos, Mondays and Wednesdays. So we didn't have to take her today. I actually just woke up. Tuesdays, Thursdays, I'm at the shop. So, Mr. Black, that sucks, Nathan. So, if you guys have been wondering why things have been weird, Mondays and Wednesdays are also the days that I sharpen knives for business stuff. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. So Mondays and Wednesdays are shot. I'm losing basically because then I get home, my wife's already at work. I have to get my daughter lunch. I have to take her all these things. I'm not getting done with anything till 2. I'm not even getting to work out on Mondays, Wednesdays. So it's really been rough. Today we didn't have to do it. My alarm went off this morning and I actually turned my alarm off with the intention of getting up and actually slept until just now. I was at the shop till late last night working on stuff. You guys want to see what I was working on? Hang on a second. I was working on something cool. Box of stuff. Let's see here. I got some tacos for the knives that I'm selling. So this is done and will be for sale. If any of you guys are interested in this, contact me. I am selling this. I was going to keep it for myself. I can't. With all the expenses and stuff, I got to sell this. So if anybody's interested in the stonefish with the Tasmanian blackwood handles, let me know. But I did a couple cool guy things last night. Well, one, I just tossed it in here. Just got to find it. This one is getting handles done, also for sale. Oh, there it is. This is the cool guy thing. I did copper inlays. Let's see. Let's flip this around. Copper inlays on a necker. There's a lot of stuff in here. So I've got several of the neck knives that are ready for sale. The caveat is I don't have a Kydex guy. What I can do is give you a recommendation. So these are for got some tacos to put the neckers in when they're done. So this one already is sold. And then I have another satin, that was sold. Gunmetal and black. And then I have this one that is being saved, used last. This one is being saved for a specific person. So that's pretty much the last of my steel. Next knives I make, if anybody wants a knife, I'm gonna have to purchase a piece of steel to make it from. So I've been making a lot of knives. I don't know if, in case you've been curious where the content went and what's been going on, where I've been making knives. I also made this. Pull this out and look at it. This is done. And it's getting sharpened today. This was already purchased by my friend David over at Hiking with a Viking. So this is complete. I had to get rid of the liners. If you saw my Instagram, you know why. The liners that I had that were in this, the thin blue line liners I was going to use, they were not water impregnable. They absorbed moisture and swelled up. So when I put them in, I was wet sanding because I didn't want to make a bunch of dust. I was wet sanding everything to just get the finish, polish and everything on the liners and the scales. And what happened was they swelled up and they were wet when I was putting them together, and I had wet hands and things like that. And I kept rinsing them off. So they swelled up. Well, they dimensionally shifted. They got too small. They no longer fit this knife. So I had to scrap the liners and basically just make the handles. If you look, it's kind of a redacted. It's kind of redacted now because there's no liner in there. So now you have a little bit of extra scale. And everybody's like, oh, that looks like crap. Well, guess what? That's what you get on this. This has a redacted tang as well. You can see that there's a little bit of, it sticks up a little bit. So basically I wound up doing the same thing. So I got to sharpen this. It's already sharp. It's a scalpel. This is the thinnest. This is the thinnest I've ever ground a knife. It is, I tried to grind it as thin as the production models. And since I don't use a jig, I can't do the fancy sweep. However, you get the same amount of blade. I just terminate my plunge here because I don't have a jig for me to do the sweep. I do everything freehand. There's no jig. If you come and look, if you guys ever watch me grind a knife, if anybody is ever curious and they show up sometime and I'm grinding a knife, I take the tool rest off. I don't even have that to put my hand on. It's just a platen, just a flat grinder belt, and I do it freehand because it's the only way I've ever done it. I don't think I could learn a new way. I know a lot of guys, like, they use a platen and it gets them they can do the sweat plunge and it looks fancy. It's just for fanciness because that plunge is, for all intents and purposes, this is probably perfect. That's hand ground plunge, consistent, even, and straight. People were like, oh, so do you mark the center and then you grind to it? And I was like, I've never marked the center on any knife that came out right. Any knife I ever did the thing where you see people and they mark the center with a tool and they scrape it and they cut it and then they grind to that line. I can't do that. Anytime I've ever done that, the knife comes out crooked. Like, literally, you can ask my buddy Matt. Like, he's like, that's not straight. And I was like, I know, but we marked it, right, with the tool. He goes, yeah. He goes, but that's not straight. And so I'll ignore the lines and I'll fix it. And he goes, now it's straight. And I was like, right? I cannot do it with the line. I don't know what it is about marking that center. I think I get too much in my head about the actual line and not the grind. So I just don't do it anymore. I actually have never had one that I marked the center on come out straight. I have to do it just eyeballs. So, and that's dead center. So, that there's 1, 2, 4 sea snakes available, soon to be 5. This one's not going to be the standard price, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Doing inlays all the way through like that is a pain in the... Well, you all know where it's a pain. I'm not going to have to say it. Already rock patterned. So, technically there's 5 that are going to be available. So... Guys, I need some help. I forgot to say this. I need some help. I'm gonna put up a post on Instagram and on YouTube as just a picture post. I have this knife and it was sent to me as a gift. And I have yet to be able to find the maker or any of those things. And I really like this little knife and I would like to talk to the maker, but I can't find anything about it. It says Morgan. I'm gonna post some good pictures of this. I'm gonna post them here. I'm gonna post them on Instagram. I'm gonna post them on Reddit. I would love to try and get someone to help me find this knife maker. Not so much that I want to buy it or anything. I'm just curious. So, okay, that's it. That's what I got going on. What are you guys doing? I say I'm not going to do liners again, but I'm pretty sure that there's a good chance that these scales, I did them thin with the intent for this knife to have a red liner. I'm pretty sure. This one's done and ready. I just have not done anything more on it because I haven't put it up for sale yet. So I didn't grind it as full flat as this one. So if you look, I took this one all the way back. I wanted this one to be super thin. This one is as thin. This is ground really thin. So I'm thinking, if you're interested in it, just let me know, because these two are both for sale. This one's complete. All it needs is a sheath. This one needs handles, and it needs some small finish work. There's still some rough spots. I haven't done any finish on it. Price range, you're looking at eight-ish, depending on handle materials. Like this, the handle material was really hard to work with, and it took a lot of extra work to get the handles to where you guys can't even see it. There is almost a holographic effect with the grain of the wood. So this one is about 8 to 9, you know. These are 8 usually. Price of stuff all went up, so the price of everything's going up. Price of sheaths are going to be going up. So that has to be included. So you're probably looking at about 9 for the complete thing with all the bells and whistles, with the sheath, and by the time I get done sharpening and shipping. This isn't not sharp yet. So this one is still a... But this was meant, I ground this one with the intent that I was going to keep this one. And just with the way things are right now, I just can't, expenses. I'm not working. They've got me on disability for my actual job. So, I don't get any overtime with that. So, the kids at skating and stuff like that's getting expensive. And these have not dropped yet. The sea snakes haven't dropped yet. So I'm not making any income from the knife stuff except what's on this counter right here. So this one, however, was already sold. What mystery knife? Which one's the mystery life there, Mr. Clemark? Are you talking about the one I put the inlays in? That's going to be the neck knife once I grind the actual bevel on it? Oh. Yeah. So it says Morgan. Now, you guys can't see it. It says right there, it says Morgan. And it's got mother of pearl handles, and it's got a red linen liner, red linen micarta liner. It's all carved and engraved and polished ATS4, and it's got the sheath is all marked up, and on it, it's got all kinds of like what I would expect from maybe a Irish or Norse kind of thing, and then on the back it says GRM. But see, this is the thing. Morgan Slim, this is a custom. This is a handmade custom, I think. And unless I would appreciate it. My email is in the comments. If you could send me information about what you think it is, that would be great. I would like to look it up. But I'm pretty sure that this is I don't know. But it's a handmade sheath, and you can tell it's a handmade knife. So it says GRM on the sheath. So yeah, I'm gonna sell all this stuff if people are interested. I still have to ship out the giveaway stuff. I can't stay on here long. I've got so much stuff I have to ship out that I've been promised I'm gonna ship out. And we have a mystery giveaway for the month of October. I still have not picked the winner for the $200 rangefinder yet. I think it's in my car. I've got to do that. And the reason I'm waiting is there's a couple members that fell off. So if you are a member, you might want to check your member status. There was a couple people that fell off, and I think it's just because usually it's just a card, renewed a card or something like that. So I've kind of been holding off. Is the audio fine, or did I leave my headphones on? Hang on, let me check. They're off. I'm famous for that. So let's see, what else is in my box? Oh, goodies. So I have two of the neck knives that are being held. These are already heat treated. These are held for someone. These are ready to grind. And I have one stonefish blank left that I haven't even finished. It's heat treated, but I haven't done the finish work on it yet. So it's amazing how much heavier, like immensely heavier they are before I grind. You wouldn't think. Well, thanks, Mark. Like, I do know that, like, through the process, I take off a good bit of material. It is amazing how much lighter. I have a scale. I'm just curious to see how much material I take off, how much steel I'm truly wasting in the grinding process, because I pay for it by pound. I think that steel is $26, $27 a pound. And then once you figure in shipping and all that stuff, it's probably closer to $30, $35 a pound. Let's see. So a ground blank is 5 1/8, and an unground blank is 6 3/8. So well over an ounce more. So well over an ounce of material I'm removing just by grinding edge bevels. That's all right. That's the part that's fun. That's the part I enjoy. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've had people ask me, it's like, oh, if I send you a knife, would you make handles for it? Nope. I got 2 full days in this set of handles. By all rights, I should charge fucking $600 for the handles and then make the knife. If you look at how much time it takes, I hate this one. This finished stonefish weighs 6 1/4. So even with handles, this finished one is less than the one that has not been ground yet. So now when a lot of times I do G10, and I have one in here with my Carta handles. This is G10, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I will never make another set of G10 handles. It stinks so bad to grind it. It's god awful. So this whole thing, a lot of this was just to let you guys know what's going on and why content has been, like, if you guys are members, you're seeing that you're not getting like a whole bunch of early content like out in advance like I had been doing. I have the days that I film are shot, and by the time we get home from my daughter's physical therapy, then my wife is home and she's in the kitchen and she's getting stuff ready to make dinner and packing stuff up to make my kid for the afternoon skating session. And so there's just not really a window for me to film, and it has been 100 degrees every day for the last 2 weeks. So I'm sure as hell not filming out in the garden. I filmed a couple at night out there, but the light just looked so weird. So I'll get it figured out. We'll do filming. But like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I usually leave the shop. Like tomorrow, I'm leaving the shop about the time my daughter gets up, and I won't be home till I didn't get home last night till 9. I was at the shop from 9 to 9. I was at the shop for 12 straight hours, just working on getting this ready, fitting the handles up, the finished fit up on handles on this, And what's up, Ethan? Shortening, I mean, because all the hardware on this, the only thing I don't make is the screws and the barrels. But the fact is, I bought the screws and, well, I bought the barrels and I used excess screws that Elliot has that were, they're old screws that he no longer uses. The hardware that this goes, it all has to be shortened. It all has to be made to fit each knife, because they just, there's just no way not to. You have to. So, and I actually have to buy more barrels, and those barrels are expensive. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. It's just busy, just busy. So, yeah, this is the one from Saturday. It's done, and it's not sharpened yet, but we did it on a 220 grit belt. So I mean, it's sharpened. It's definitely sharp. And Elliot was, yeah, the heat treat went good. Elliot was like, man, that's a scalpel. He's like, that is. We got done, like, I had Elliot do, I knew that I knew what kind of shape I was in last night, and like my attitude towards everything and how things were going. And when I was like, Elliot, can you just lay the 220 grit edge on that for me so I don't fuck this up? Because I'm like, at that point in the night, I was like, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to go back there and it's going to go wrong. I'm going to get the angle wrong on the grinder, and then I'm just going to be pissed, and I'm going to ruin it. And he goes, yeah, I do that. Goes, there you go. I was like, thanks. Thanks. I was having a day like I was having on Saturday. But Chris, this is the one that I was grinding on Saturday, and I fixed it. I un-effed it. So, Gary Shepard caught another episode. Nice. So like I said, I got this one here that's available. I basically have 3 sea snakes that are available. This one is done. It just needs a sheath. This one needs handles. This one needs handles. So I have 2. I have this and another one that's going to go out today for sheaths. And if you want this one, you got to just let me know, because when it comes back, I'm putting it up for sale. If you want it now, this is probably the only one I'm going to do with the Tasmanian hardwood. There won't be another one ever that looks like this. The next one, there's a good chance it's going to have these handles, and they look really cool. So there's a good chance that this handle is going on this knife. This knife already has handle scales, and will probably have a red G10 liner. So this is going to be black. This is going to be gray micarta with red liners. And then the last one here, I believe, is going to be this right here. Don't ask me what wood that is. I'm not 100% sure. I think Matt might have told me, but I don't really count. Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't care. Matt gave this to me. He's like, here, I got a couple extra pieces. He's like, I'm probably not going to use them. So, I mean, it's really good looking stuff. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be with this one that hasn't been ground yet. I already did scale plates. I milled out the plates. So I make these. I milled these out of a piece of micarta. I used the mill. You can tell I used the mill. You can see the pass lines on it. So I milled them to the size I wanted. These are going to go on this knife. And like I said, I believe I'm going to use a, I believe I'm going to use a red G10 liner on these ones, I think. I know I said I didn't think I was going to do another liner, but I meant of that material, like a blue one. Because the only blue stuff we found was that stuff that was all jacked. So this one's going to have a red, I think I'm going to go to Matt's on Sunday, and I think I'm going to have a red G10 liner on this. So, but that's basically what's going on. Yeah, I got crazy hair. I just literally woke up less than an hour ago. There's a chance I'm going to do something with this, but Elliot told me that this palm is really hard to work with. Like, it's hard to grind. It wants to come apart. There's parts of it that are softer than others. So, don't know. And then this knife, I got to talk. This knife might come up available. It says use last. It has not been heat treated yet. We have a really good friend that wants one, and I do believe that if he wants it, I'm going to make it for him. I had a small issue on this one that I fixed. If you see that I was marking that. This one came from Waterjet, and it had an issue, and I corrected it. I was just pointing out to my those marks were. That's why I said to use it last. It needed repair, not just clean up. So yeah, expect some sales post stuff on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. Stand by for a giveaway. There's a giveaway knife here. I think everybody's going to really be happy with this. It's something that I really like. Hopefully, did a video about the Centros yesterday. It should be going up maybe tomorrow, I think. And I'm going to try and shoot a video today because I have a lot of time, and I'm just going to spend all the time that I would normally spend at the shop, a 12-hour day. I'm going to spend it here. So 9 o'clock tonight, I'll still be working on business. I got knives in for sharpening from Bradley. Haven't even touched them yet. I got knives in from a Marine named Trevor Nickel. Trevor dropped them off the shop. I haven't sharpened them yet because every time I get ready to do sharpening, it's been miserable. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was 99 degrees in the shade in my underneath my canopy. But because I'm not in the shade, the sun hitting the top of it, it was 112 degrees under that canopy. And I went out to sharpen, and I was watching the temperature. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Much as I like to think I'm tough and I can handle the heat, it was too hot. Way too hot. So I apologize for guys that have had stuff here. I've got a lot of stuff coming if I'm reading my emails correctly. I keep getting a lot of emails that people want something done, and then it just doesn't go any further than that. So I know that I've got like 5 knives coming from Chris Kelly in Ohio. And I got some other knives coming. So I'm going to do this. I have a knife here that I'm going to do a tutorial on. It's just having a chance to actually have, like I said, I can't shoot a video tutorial out there at the workbench for the top tier members when it's 112 degrees. I just can't do it. So I'm sweating now, and it's really humid today, but it's only supposed to be in the 80s. So I can handle that. So guys, give you like 3 more minutes. Who's got what? What do you guys got going on? Saturday. Keep trolling Artisan's website. Saturday, these are supposed to drop. The last word I had was we were on schedule for a October 10th release, and then start watching YouTube because there's a bunch of people. Well, there's a couple people. Well, there's that guy. Let's put it this way. There's a guy that has a huge following that has one of these. I don't hurt anybody's feelings because I had one of my knives. Yeah. I had one of my knives that I had one of these I was going to do as a giveaway for the channel. And you're not getting it. I gave it to someone as a gift. I gave it to someone that has way more than 500,000 subscribers. So the last thing I want to talk about are these beads that I have. So I'm going to do a video about these beads that Frank Santoro gave me. He's one of the top tier, premium tier subscribers, members, and he gave me a bunch of stuff to give away to the paying members. So if you are a baseline member and above, I have got beads for you to make lanyards and things like that out of. So I've already had a couple people email me. I got to figure out what the price of the shipping is so that you guys can pay me the shipping. I can't do the shipping ahead of time. I'm thinking I'm going to do them all flat rate because that way it's the cheapest way that I know is going to be easy. I know it's going to be a standard price from state to state. So I'm thinking I'm just going to use a small flat rate. It's like $8, and I think it's $8.50 or something like that. So we'll get it figured out. So the members, I'm just going to say, even though I know you guys are paying members, I can't afford to do shipping on like almost 20 items. So I'm going to get a video. I'm going to try and shoot the video today about the beads so you can see them. They're really cool. I love them. They're great. They're all runic, like Norse runic beads. Some of them are Trinity knot. Some of them glow. Some of them don't. So it's going to be cool. I'm going to get that video shot and up for the paying members. That's going to be an exclusive video, and then we'll figure out all this stuff. But I will do the giveaway for the premium tier members, the top tier members. The that giveaway of that optic. I'll do that giveaway video sometime this morning, but I do have to pack a bunch of stuff up for shipping. Guys, 30 minutes, that's all I've got for today. I'm sorry, it's been weird. I do know it's been weird. We've been, like I said, we've been spending Mondays and Wednesdays, we're spending about 4 hours just driving. So you figure 4 hours of just driving, but she has an hour and a half appointment. So I'm spending almost 12 hours a week, just about 12 hours a week, just in my daughter's physical therapy. So I'm sorry, guys. I know it. I want to do more and I want to get more up in content, but it's just not happening. So I love you guys. Take it easy. Check out the videos that I posted up. If you like the videos, share them, please. That would be great. If I could get people to start sharing the videos as opposed to just liking and subscribing. So if you haven't already dropped a like, I'd appreciate it on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. There's the button.